bust here, and you're also coming here to do your darts here. Now at the waistline, normally most times I use 0.5 and 0.75. So for the dart I'm going to be using 1.5, and when you divide 1.5 into 2 you have 0.75. So this is 0.75 and 0.75. Before then, you're going to input your under bust contour, so which is the under bust. So your shoulder to under bust is 13.5, which is here, 13.5, which is here, and then you draw a straight line. So at your under bust, you also input your 1.5 dart, and you divide into 2, which is 0.75. 0.75. So you draw a straight line to here, a straight line to here, and also to the down part. That means you're going to input the dart all through, which is like this. And then we're going to join all through like this, like this, like this, and like this. So you've already input the dart. Now you're going to input your shoulder dart. So the shoulder dart, I have 5.5 here. So 5.5, we have 2.75 as the midpoint. 2.75 as the midpoint here, and then you're going to join it to the bust point like this. Now for the shoulder dart, for the front piece that we're doing, we're going to input our dart for the shoulder dart. So I'm going to go out like this to the slanted area by 1, like this. So you find the midpoint for that one, which is like this, and then that is the dart. So you join like this, you join like this, you join like this. So now this is where the excess of extending your shoulder slope. This is the point whereby you're going to input the one that's here. So input it here, which is 1. So we have 1 here, or this, we have a half here, and then so you're going to do it like this, and like this. So I've replaced the shoulder dart back to the shoulder here. So we're done with that. Now the next thing is to do our bust cuff. So this is our bust cuff, and this is our bust cuff. Yeah, that is our bust cuff. Now at the side here, which is our at the bust point, I'm going to be removing 1 inch, just to reduce the waist line, just to differentiate the waistline for the front and for the back. I'm going to be using 1 inch for that. So this is our dart. We're going to be removing it, and this is our dart. We're going to be removing it, and this is our dart. We're going to be removing it. Now let's input our bust, waist, and under bust. Let's input it now. So for the bust, we have, I said we are using 40, which is 10. 40 divided by 4, which is 10. I'm going to be adding 1 inch seam allowance. And at the waist is 30. The upper waist here is 37. So we have 37, which is 9/4, like this. I'm going to be adding this our 1.5, and also 1 inch seam allowance, 1 inch seam allowance. So at the waist we have 38. 38 is like this. We are adding our 1.5 inches that allowance, and also the seam allowance. Now we're going to be joining like this, like this, like this. So we are done with that. So the same measurements on your waistline, we're going to be adding it down like this. So we have 12/4, and also 12/4. So you draw a straight line down So I know you'll be wondering that are we going to use the same measurement for the hip? Don't forget it is an inverted pleat, and don't even bother about the hip because we're still going to add the pleat. So the pleat is going to be covering up the excess there. Now we don't need any measurements here, but we need more measurements here, which is the inverted pleat. So I'm going to be using 10 inches for the inverted pleat. So for the front piece at this side, I'm going to be dividing it by 2, which is 5. You can use 8. When you divide by 2, you get 4. So you can use 4 here, you can use 5. It depends on how wide you want, how full you want your inverted pleat to be. So I'm going to be adding 5 to this side. So this is the side for the front. And also at the back, so I'm going to be doing the same thing at the side. So instead of 10, I'm going to be doing 5 because there will be a join here, a seam allowance here, and a pocket here. So the remaining 5, the back piece will be carrying the remaining 5 for the pleats. So I'm going to be adding 5 here, 5 here, down, like that. Let me confirm this, okay? Okay, 5. So we have 5 like this. We have 5 like this. So this is the zip allowance, zipper allowance. This is the bust. This is the chest point. This is the bust point. This is under bust. This is the waist. Now I think we are done with the front piece. So we're going to be doing the back piece too.